everyone, welcome back to Which Linux. So today we are going to look at this interesting Linux distribution based upon Arch Linux. So primarily this distribution focuses on looks rather than any other thing like performance or fastness or lightweightness for that matter. So let's see how it's different from something mainstream like Manjaro Linux, which is also based on Arch. Okay, then let's get started. So the initial impressions are like this is a lot familiar to the macOS environment rather than like a out of the box genome look or even KDE Plasma, but like this is built on top of KDE Plasma. Let's quickly check. They include a pop-up terminal called as Guvek. So basically anywhere, even though I'm on any other application, I just press this and then it just pops up where it was there the last time. It's a cool feature. It's a cool software that's built. You could use this software with any other Linux distribution if you wish to. So yeah, it's a nice graphic, and basically they are dragging about themselves, saying that I use Arch by the way. So displays some basic hardware information, the desktop session, and how long has it been till it turned on, like basic general things. And like they mentioned that they are using Plasma 5.25 for the environment, so that's fine. Let's see what's the default shell that we get out of the box. Like Manjaro provides Z shell out of the box, so I'm not sure if this also does same thing. Nope, it's just a bash. Let's also check like how much space is there. Okay, I've given a 128 gig what do you say, partition to this, a volume to this. This particular installation, I have a lot of softwares that are going on, and I have installed a lot of updates as well. I have a lot of repositories installed, npm, node modules, a lot of things. So I assume, like as far as I remember, the installation just took like 12 GB or something like that, which is pretty good. Yep. Apart from that, let's also look at the dock that they provide over here. So this is like a lot, it looks a lot like Mac OS. And there is this one particular a doodle, you could say, or a toggle where you can just see the total amount of CPU percentage. But like sometimes this doesn't really work, I don't know why. It could be the way they are rendering stuff on the dock. Maybe they are just using software rendering, and then the CPU gets stuck with some other cycles. I don't know. I'm just making assumptions at this point. The animations are pretty smooth, switching between one desktop to other. I've installed Docker on this, and like it worked pretty good out of the box. And I've been using this Arch Linux distribution for primarily for my development, and it has been smooth so far. The so the I think the package bundler or application installer they provide out of the box is Pacman, which is pretty common in Arch Linux. Yep, they use Pacman. So Pacman hyphen syu. Let's see if we have an objects. Nope. And also there are particularly few other things that I would want to discuss. So out of the box they provide Dolphin as the default file manager, which is cool. It looks really cool though. The animations, the icons, everything is like pretty and then like the user interface itself is pretty consistent with the theming that's across the operating system. So let's just close this. And for the terminal, apart from Guvek, they provide console, which is like almost the same to like they use the same customizations that they are doing with the Guvek as well. It has a like nice translucent background, which we are seeing a lot these days in KDE Plasma. Yep, and also there is particularly one other application that I would like to mention. So there is this something called as flat sale. It's something like managing permissions to each and every individual application on your system. So right now I have Google Chrome and Zoom over here, so I can just restrict network right away. I can just restrict my windowing system, like sharing my screen, all of those permissions over here. So this is pretty cool. I really like this containerization and putting permissions at a single place, just like how Android does things. So it's pretty cool. And also the application, like even the application launcher itself is quite weird. So it's like pressing Windows button and then this drops down and then it categorizes the application based upon a certain type of default types it has. That's cool, but like I would have gone with like more kind of a genome way where you could just press the Windows button and you could see all the installed applications at a time. Yeah, that's just personal preference. And even the restart menu, all of this is very cool. I mean, like it's a US centric distribution, what can I say? Okay, so and also the minimize, maximize and the close button are like pretty huge and pretty much hugely inspired by Apple, I would say. Yeah, and also it includes dark mode and light mode if you are into that. And also like in system settings, out of the box, let's see, it provides system D. So instead of going into terminal and manually checking the system D services, it would provide a user interface of like all the services that are active, running, waiting, plugged in. So all of those things, it's pretty good to be honest. Like particularly I work a lot with system D services, and this is like very cool. I mean, like no one has ever integrated the system directly into the settings, but these guys did. Kudos for that. And then we have the about page where they just included their website and they included the KDE Plasma version and specifications. That's it. One other quick mention I would want to do is the KDE Connect. So this is my phone right now. So basically, macOS supports this feature where you could copy on one device and you could share that clipboard across the devices. So here they are trying to do that with the clipboard and also syncing the contacts. And you can also find your phone, ring it, ping it, browse photos from it. A lot of nifty features that I would say. And also you could reply to text messages and WhatsApp messages directly in the notification shared over here. So it's just using Android's notification framework where you could reply to the notification then and there itself, but nothing crazy is happening. You could also if you are setting up custom commands, you could also do that, and then you could execute custom commands like launching a service, deploying a application or something like that just with your phone rather than like directly sitting in front of the computer. But I don't know in which scenario someone would do that with a personal system. Nonetheless, let's move on. So we have pretty much like all the other features where you have running scripts, power management profiles, all of these things pretty standard, I would say. And then one weird thing I noticed with this though is like by default the scroll is the scroll was inverted for me. I don't know what the reason was for that. But then I had to they say that inward scroll direction, natural scrolling, it's kind of opposite to what generally other distributions do. And also you have gestures, but right now I haven't configured them yet. So even the quick launch is just like macOS where you could just press alt and space and then you start searching for something and you would find across the system. So we have lib input gestures, we have some gestures application where you could program gestures based upon the type, direction, and fingers. That's cool. I'm not into, I'm not that much into gestures though, but if you are, you could definitely check this out. Yep, that's pretty much about the touchpad and gestures. And then what else do we have? We have a clock synchronization. I think, I don't know why, but like whenever I boot from Windows back to Xero Linux, my clock would get reset by 5 hours or something like that. I don't know why that happens, but like once I do date and time, sorry, and then choose set time automatically, it would reset back to what it is supposed to. And we have some out of the box themes which we can play around with. So this is kind of dark theme, and this is light theme, and then they have some other KDE plasma things going on over here. And we can also choose the application style. Out of the box, whatever comes, that actually looks cool. And then plasma style. So all of these features are like, if you are like, if you have the time to modify and customize according to personal preferences, this is really great. And also we have a lot of shortcuts, pretty normal. It's even supported on Windows or any other Linux distribution. It's just keyboard shortcuts. And then workspaces are a little bit weird on this system though. So like if I press this, it shows me all the applications that are currently running. But then if I want to see just the applications in this current workspace, I have to press this button on the top right corner. You can shift between desktops, you could go back. All of this is pretty normal, I would say. But the good thing is, I did not notice any performance hiccups or any weird broken animations throughout the system. And also, they include this add or remove software, which basically comes with every every Linux, Arch Linux based distribution. So basically, it's kind of a Play Store for Arch Linux. You could install packages from Snap, you could install packages from Flatpak, you could obviously install from AUR, which is really cool. AUR has a lot of support for packages if you're into that. If you're into Arch Linux, I would definitely recommend checking out AUR. Yep, that's pretty much it for this video. Overall, like this distribution is promising. Like even the ideal CPU percentage, like right now I'm recording the screen using OBS and it's barely at like 14%, and like not even a single frame drop I could see. And I don't even have a discrete graphics over here. I'm just running a Ryzen 7 mobile CPU, and this is very smooth. The out of the box wallpaper is also really sick. I don't know how they designed it, but it's really sick. It's on par with like say suppose Zorin. Zorin is all minimalistic. Like we looked at Zorin in our previous video, but this one Xero Linux, it's really special. It's all shouting. It has all these fancy features, and it built a lot of things based upon KDE Plasma. Let me know what you guys think about the Xero Linux in the comments. Subscribe for more content like this. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.